What's going on, everyone? I am the Kilted Cajun. Welcome back to my channel, and today I would like to do a little run in my mouth about Disney Plus's X-Men '97. Why do you ask? Well, I read I read an article. This was prompted by a video I saw, and I decided to do some digging myself, and I'd like to speak a few words on this one because it does. This and another article gives me a little bit of hope, but we'll start with this one. Disney Plus X. This is from the direct. Disney Plus X-Men '97 reboot gets exciting updates from MCU writer. Now, there's a lot of misgivings that can be seen, shown, given. I think I used that word wrong. I do that. Anyway, little hesitation on the part of the fans to trust anything coming from Disney when it comes to X-Men and Marvel, and it's like, oh man. However, this gives a little hope. The article says in about a year, Marvel Studios will tackle its second ever animated project with the reboot revival of X-Men the Animated Series. Now, their first one was the What If series, and honestly, with a couple of exceptions, I had some criticisms, and those were actually going to be my first review videos. I might go back and do those videos anyway because I actually took down notes. I watched them, but it was the What If series. I'm smacking again. Damn it. I enjoyed from the ones that I watched. I didn't watch all of them. I think I have the last three to watch. I need to go back and watch them. But the Doctor Strange one was actually my favorite. I thoroughly enjoyed how that one was handled. Again, my personal opinion. I did enjoy them. Um, have a few comments about the first one, about the one with T'Challa. I had issues with those, but it is what it is. Hey, everybody's got their opinion. So we got here so with the show's iconic theme song. Oh, that was an awesome theme song. Having already made its way into a couple of live-action MCU projects, anticipation is slowly building to see what Marvel Studios does with the first official X-Men related property on Disney Plus. They're gonna fuck it up. I mean, no. This is supposed to be a hopeful video. This is a normie's view on hope. Please give us hope. So the show will feature MCU regular Beau De Mayo. I need to look him up, see what he's done. Let's see. Let's do that live. Be Beau De Mayo. So Beau De Mayo, what have you done? Let's see. Ah da 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 da. Please don't copyright, cause I'm humming this shit. Oh, so he's done The Witcher. Oh, that's what the. Oh, he did Moon Knight. Did he do the first episode of Moon Knight? Because if he did the first episode, which one? The friendly type? I don't know which one that was. So he has his hands in the originals. I didn't see that. X-Men '97. We'll see. Star Trek Strange. Ooh. Maybe. Let's get back to that article, shall we? So, the important stuff, the Q&A. So, during a Q&A session in his Instagram stories, X-Men '97 writer Beau De Mayo offered some insight into the development process for the new MCU Disney Plus series. Let's take a look. I like their outfits. I think it stays true to the original series. These are the outfits, the outfit style for the new series, X-Men '97. So, DeMeo revealed that he started the development process for X-Men '97 in fall of 2020, and once he was hired as the head writer, he made sure to fill the writers' room with only with fans. Hey, good editing there. Fans of the material. Now, we've all heard that before. You suddenly become a fan because you decided to read a Wikipedia article. But he said it made it clear that his team had to, quote, respect the work before they could be, quote, allowed to add to its legacy. So the first question, can you discuss how the production team came about? Like how they were recruited for X-Men '97. He says, for sure, in fall of 2020, Marvel's head of streaming asked me to develop a take to revive the show. From there, I pitched it out, was hired. My LP, I guess lead producer, was the first hire, and he brought along all the amazing talent that followed. My general rule was you had to be a fan, no questions. Now, I like that, but what's interesting is he talks about his part on The Witcher. He said he'd been on a show, namely Witcher, where some of the writers were not or actively disliked the books and games, even actively mocking the source material. It's a recipe for disaster and bad morale. Fandom as a litmus test checks egos and makes all the long nights worth it. You have to respect the work before you're allowed to add to its legacy. Now, this gives me hope. It's something I want to cling to. I want to savor that hope. This statement right here. Now, again, we've heard this from other places, especially since I believe someone at the head of Marvel talking about the X-Men, saying that the name X-Men is a little outdated. It's like that's their name. It's going to be your next cash cow, Disney. Don't let this person don't let them screw it up, because you're just going to regret it. We'll move on. Ooh, talking about Rogue. The head writer also shared his mixed feelings on the show's take on Rogue, for whom he teased a lot to look forward to with the fans. He also paid tribute to the supervising producer, Charlie Feldman, for advocating for Rogue's return so heavily. Here's the question. I hope Rogue is still a fan favorite. She always will be. She's a fan favorite. You don't mention her enough. Also, you have to read Mr. and Mrs. X. Don't know what that is. I guess I'll have to look it up one day. Not sure if you're aware that Rogue has learned to control her powers. No. Why would you do that? Will this possibly be explored? Answer. Quote, I'm aware that Rogue learned to control her powers, and I have mixed feelings on the shift. Oh, you're gaining fans right there with that statement. However, trust me when I say Rogue fans have plenty to be stoked about. In no small part due to Charlie Feldman being a massive advocate for her character. So I don't want to hold on to too much hope, because then the disappointment would be massive if it screws it up. So it's how much longer until you're done with the production of X-Men 97? X-Men is my life for the foreseeable future, as well as 2 feature projects outside Marvel that we cannot talk about yet. Are you worried about fan reactions to X-Men 97? And he says, I care, but am not worried. So this does give me a lot of hope. This genuinely gives me a lot of hope for the X-Men 97 reboot, return, I guess, continuation. While most of the details of X-Men 97 remains a secret ahead of its release, Beau De Mayo's passion and excitement to be involved with it can't be understated. Oh, I hope so. So this other article from Bounding into Comics goes into a little bit more, where Beau De Mayo says, recall some, again, it says from the Wizards actively mocked the source materials, recipe for disaster and bad for morale. There was a statement that I wanted to read. Let's see. I had it earlier. I'm so organized. On the show, namely The Witcher, where some of the writers were not, or they either were not fans or actively disliked the books and the games. What on earth? Whoa, Lord, this website. I care, but I'm not worried. Fandom is a litmus test. Okay, we read all that already. So notably, this is not the first time De Mayo has spoken to the spark that such genuine fanaticism has brought to X-Men 97. Let's see. I think the challenge to me in working on a follow-up to X-Men the Animated Series was honoring that earnestness, that emotional sincerity in the show, where it wasn't just about the big bad of the day. I like this. He's saying all the right words. You cannot deny this. He's saying all the right words. Quote, and I always just come back whenever we're talking in the writer's room or we're talking to the directors. It's just like we have to have earnest emotion in every scene, he further noted, because I really do think that is the secret sauce to the original series. We're going to be looking forward to X-Men, currently set to hit Disney Plus sometime in fall of 2023. Honestly, I look forward to this. This is one of the many few things. So anyway, if you like what I had to say, leave a like. If you didn't, I appreciate you lasting this long. Leave a comment, leave a dislike, leave a like. Let's talk about it. I hope to see you on the next one.